and we're on Foundry Files episode 12. I am Wee.
What's a Foundry file?
Something which you should be rather familiar with.
Should I?
Yeah, they're just about to get on the left. Anyway, we have
who's
plenty
the douchebag?
today on the terms of Foundry. We have the Foundry contest number 5 winner, which we'll get into later. We've got plenty of patch notes. Well, not plenty.
Tons of news.
A few nice juicy bits. Plenty of news.
Because I totally said we wouldn't be having any news.
Concern of Foundry.
Yeah, I said we wouldn't be having any news, so okay. I'm gonna eat crow on that one. We got tons of news, so stay tuned for that. What else we got?
We got transitions, which we'll go over later. We covered map usage, and we're on to the technical side of things as far as score sheet.
And welcome to the news segment. We've got news this week because guess what? Stuff is happening, surprisingly. I'm still, shocked. I think Cryptic specifically did this to spite me by saying, they're not going to be doing anything. Oh, you want to see Admiral Murphy? Here's tons of this crap for you. So here we go.
Yes, because of course that happened, Murphy, isn't it? Because they did it specifically to contradict what you said.
Yeah, everything in Stowe is because of me, so. All the Foundry updates, they're just for me, so don't touch them, everybody. That's what my fleetmate Chunner said when I was like, there were some Foundry updates for you, Murphy. Only you can use them. So, okay. I guess that's what Cryptic's doing now. I'm going to believe Chunter. I have no reason to not believe him. So, but anyway, we've got Foundry Contest 5 here, the winner. So this was the contest that was create the 6th episode of a featured episode series. This was the series I didn't think would win, because I didn't think people were interested in. But the Davidian series is the winner here, the 6th episode for what would have been the Davidian series, and the episode is called Spectres Episode 6 by Hippie John. Good job, Hippie John. I love that name. I like that, at Hippie John. So, great job on that mission there. Go check that out, people, if you were a fan of the Davidian series. Next, we've got some patch notes, wee. What's happening in our patch notes? These are on Tribble right now and should be coming to holodeck soon.
Probably something which everybody's been craving since Season 6. The
Trill
Tholians
bikinis
are in the Foundry.
Oh, what is?
The Tholians. Both
Tholians,
ground and
sweet.
space mobs. Yeah. I mentioned last week the way to import the Orb and the Recluse through the costume editor. This week, they add it onto Tribble and, well, later onto holodeck. The ability to actually have the mobs there. So they'll have all the powers, all the things. The thing about the ground one is it's the Tholians in the EV suits.
Yeah, so you can't...
Not the ordinary ones, yeah.
But I think that's only because right now... That's only because...
Due to conflict with the...
Go ahead, wee. Why not? Just go ahead. Go ahead.
That's probably due to conflict with the fact that Tholians don't exactly agree with normal atmospheres, and just in case people decide to do that.
Well, what map right now do we have that's their normal atmosphere? Because I can't think of any that are in the Foundry right now. So it makes sense just to use the EVA.
That's true, yeah.
Because I was thinking, I want them... Oh, wait. There's no map right now I could say, they can work in it. So I guess they'd have to come up with some other maps that would be Tholian-specific environments or something where they could have...
I'm just sure the Tholian interior in the Foundry, the Tholian bridge you got on the Recluse and the Orb, but if it's not, then that'll make sense.
I don't think it is, because most of the other stuff was... Oh, they didn't even add any new maps. All this other stuff is some new art assets and stuff. What do we got here, Wee?
Just a whole bunch of new assets that would be familiar, mostly from the original series, with 1 or 2 spots that really aren't, but it's usually from the original series. Some things like toss vases and generators and consoles and all
What's
that
a
kind
toss
of
vase? I want to kind of go see in the Foundry what that is now.
I think it's a vase, not a vase. I'm just pronouncing it wrongly again. Anyway, we've got a species M113.
Oh, the little the salt suckers, right?
Oh, of course, yes. I
think that's it.
Shoot me if you think that was a bad
Leave a
memory
comment.
there. But yeah, those in the Foundry as well, besides the Tholians. So
you can create your own featured episode series with them. I don't know how that would work, but okay.
That'd be pretty fun, yeah.
Alright, and then we got to ask Cryptic, too, so let's go into this. So our first question was basically around, I guess they were asking about the lockbox and stuff, and then it kind of turned into... Oh, no, they were complaining here about the lockboxes, the missions where you just do the same stuff over and over again, like the scan 5 things, or the warp in and blow 5 hostiles. The grind missions, which there is a lot of, because it's an MMO. And this guy is saying, it's not Trek. Where are the aliens that you talk out of doing something bad and stuff like that? Where's the exploration in this game? And that's one of my major complaints about the game, is that I hate the exploration in this game. It's not fun, and I've played other Star Trek games that have way better exploration.
This question relates to something that people have been saying pretty much since the Foundry came out, is like replace all those exploration repeatables with Foundry stuff.
Yeah.
It's like every time you go to like an anomaly or a system, you'll end up doing a Foundry mission or something like that if it's like flagged or something along those lines. That's been talked about a bit.
They haven't said if it's been flagged.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping, though, because I know we've had this debate before, I believe, or at least I've talked about this before with somebody. I assume it's you, Wee Wee. I don't know who I was talking to about this, but okay. Anyway, yeah, they haven't said anything about flagging the missions, but I think we both agree that authors should be able to flag their missions for the exploration content, because some of it would make no sense to go into an exploration cluster and do this. Like, say, go to Defera and defeat the Borg in a Foundry mission. That makes no sense to go out into Romulan exploration clusters and do that. But if you were doing exploration cluster stuff that it didn't matter where it really took place, it was just frontier stuff, I could see somebody going, alright, I'll flag this for an exploration cluster. And I could see tons of Foundry authors just kind of going, hey, I'll make some exploration missions, because, hey, we need some of the more of those out there. So I actually like that a lot more than warping in and killing 6 Borg Raiders. Oh, I sound like Peregrine Falcon now. Screw it. We got to move on quick.
Yeah, we do. The next question is, will the heavy Jem'Hadar escort be playable as well? Will there be more factions to offer reputation systems? Now you're thinking, what does this have to do with the Foundry? The thing that is in the answer by D-Style is the fact that the Foundry player could be a future reputation system.
Okay. I could see that. I know somebody pitched the idea of Foundry author reputation or something like that, and I liked the idea until somebody was like, "Oh, well, wouldn't that just make people make grind missions just so they can get Foundry reputation rewards?" And I go, "Yeah."
That's the thing, though. Grind missions won't count anymore because, of course, they removed all the XP from Season 7.
Yeah. So, I have to look into it because there's, I know there's some exploits going on right now, and I think we should look into that for next episode. Because I looked at the top rated list has shifted. I guess that's the news piece I should add in here real quick. If you look at the top rated list, it used to just be pretty stale. The same missions were at the top, and I like to see, even though mine's no longer up there, but we over there. But anyway. We've got a whole bunch of new ones up there, and I think that's great because it's giving new authors the chance to be at the top there, especially new missions too, because I don't recognize any of these new missions. But people are really rating them high, and they're new, cool ones. So definitely go check those out. I think we should check a few of those out because I like that. But I've also noticed, like, if you go into other areas and stuff, I've been seeing more of these new type of grind missions and stuff like that. Not console clickies as much, but different grind stuff just to go and kill things and stuff like that.
Yeah, the accolade
missions. Yeah. Those are taking off now, and so I think we should just look into that and see what's going on with like these not typical story missions for next week and see what's going on there. Maybe have a Foundry discussion on that. But anyway, what else do we got here? What's our next question?
This is somebody's requesting a My Favorites tab to the Foundry list UR. Another request from one of those. There's been quite a few of those.
Yeah.
And along like kind of elements, there's like there are several excellent Foundry stories that I like to go back to from time to time, but they're fairly well spread through the list. I know we can custom search and that'll be fine, but it would be nice to add them to the favorites list for quick reference. Those of you who are eagle-eyed will know that every time you open the Foundry tab on the browse all, your game lags ridiculously.
Yeah.
I mean, it really lags.
I get a little bit.
As soon as you go in to try and just like type something quick before it lags, then you'll be fine. But this feature, it's according to these, it's one of the features that they hope to port over from Neverwinter, which apparently already has it. And after they launch, in addition, the ability to subscribe to a Foundry author.
I like that too, because
that seems like a good idea. Yeah.
I'd love.
And he says, look for this feature in late 2013. So about a year.
Yeah, not as coming as soon as I would like, because the two major complaints I have about the search is you can't have tags. And I don't think anybody asked about that recently, but I know authors would love to tag missions. Because right now, I listened to podcast UGC this week, and Terry went on a major rant about how the 5-star rating system sucks. I don't know if we've had this Foundry discussion. That would be a good... we did the review. That's close enough. But anyway, she was going on a rampage about how missions are organized based on that 5-star rating system, which isn't an easy way to reference. Because that's why we start seeing these grind missions pushing their way up. Now, if it was based on tag systems and we could tag, like, we don't want to see these grind missions, well, then we don't have to worry about them. People who want to worry about them can untag them or whatever. I think a tag system for the search is really good, because then we can easily find a Mirror Universe episode or something like that. Something that we're like, hey, we haven't played one of these in a while, let's go try to find one. But that's something I think really needs to be added to the search feature, and then the subscribe to an author, because I think if you have a favorite author out there, you want to know when they're publishing a new mission out, and you can't do that right now unless you're searching their name and looking through a list to notice a new one. You don't get like a pop-up that says, this author has come out with a new mission, check it out here. I mean, if you could subscribe to an author and do that, that'd be awesome. So
yeah, they've already started laying down elements with the spotlighted missions, adding that type. So again, late 2013, it's a long way off, but they've already started laying down elements.
I think that's only because Neverwinter's probably going to come out around then. I mean, we're not even in beta, so I don't know when Neverwinter's coming out. But it seems like it's only pushed out that far because Neverwinter's that far out from release. Because the beta's probably going to last a month or two. I don't know. Well, we're not even closed beta, so it's going to be longer. But anyway, that's all the news. So I guess, hey, let's get into some quick tips.
On to our quick tips. We are doing transitions this week. We covered map usage this week. Now, how does transition fit into all that? It's not a major thing for some players, but for others, loading screens is probably one of the biggest complaints. This also relates to the fact that people can use useless maps. It's not a good idea for an author to put in a map where you only interact with like one dialogue or one object, or go to one place or something like that, or kill one mob. It's not a good idea for that. The reason is it because, one, it will just basically make room on your map list. You restrict it to 10, it won't be a good idea. And anybody playing the mission would have to go through 2 loading screens in order to get to that, the place they actually want to go. So again, it's not a good idea because of that. Many players will probably say, there's too many loading screens on this thing, 1 star in your review. So avoid that at any cost. So a workaround for that is things we've seen before, actually, transitioning with triggers, and that's an excellent way to avoid a loading screen. Instead of taking Turbolift to another place, for example, and being forced into a loading screen, it's a good idea to use triggers to have the room appear around the player without using the loading screen. That way it'll get around the loading screen, the player won't complain, and you will get a 1 star. So, a little thing this week, transitions, but that's some fairly good points, I'd say, to try and avoid them. The next question is, will the heavy gem Hadaresco be playable as well? Will there be more factions of the reputation systems? Now you're thinking, what does that have to do with Foundry? The answer actually relies in the fact that you put the thing in wrong, or you put the wrong answer in.
What?
At the end of this question.
Oh.
Look, I don't see anything about reputation. It's just a copy from the first.
No, it's Foundry play there. That was the other same question. I didn't delete it. It's this one. I just copied in. It's Foundry play. They want a Foundry reputation. It's briefly mentioned. Like that's the only part that was worth it. Here you go. Start
anyway,
just start over at the beginning. I'll put that in the blooper.
And on to our quick tip. I actually almost said cryptics there. Cryptics. Right, hang on.
Wow! Sense that he's a Cardi. He got a carrot! Yes! 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 Blooper! Yes! It happened again! Oh, yeah!
I was waiting for that day.
Oh, epic.